Hello YouTube, I'm the Foam Witch, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this subwoolfer mask. So I am a huge Eurovision fan, so making something like this made me very happy. Before we start, if you've not already subscribed to my channel, if you could hit that subscribe button now, that would be amazing. Otherwise, let me show you how to make this, and let's do this. So the first thing I needed to do was make some kind of a template, and to help me with this, I'm using the head off my mannequin. To do this, I just took some paper, stuck it together, and then drew some shapes that I thought looked right. I started with one of the side pieces. I only drew this once because once it's cut out, you can flip it over in order to use it for the second half. And that was the first piece of the template done. I then moved on to draw the snout piece, and all of the measurements for this template really was just guesswork. Then I drew a little square piece for the end of the nose, and then it was time to draw the teeth. I will admit this took me a few attempts to get them to the right shape, but I was happy with them in the end. And once I was finally happy with the templates I'd drawn, this is what they all looked like. I wanted to make sure that everything fitted together really well, so I just took some masking tape and stuck the templates together just to make sure all the dimensions were correct. With the template being complete, it was then time to transfer it onto the foam. I used 5mm foam for this build, and as you can see here, the ear pieces, I used one template, flipped it over to give the two pieces. I also drew round the snout and the nose part, and then it was time to cut out the foam. If you've seen any of my videos before, you'll know that this is the time where I tell you your craft knife needs to be sharp. I cut all of these pieces using a straight edge, there were no bevel cuts here. And this is how it looked once all of the pieces were cut out. Now to make this subwoolfer mask yellow, I covered the whole thing in this yellow stretch fabric, using spray adhesive to stick it to the foam. To do this, I sprayed each foam piece with the spray adhesive, stuck them onto the fabric, and then smoothed it out with my hand. Be very careful when you're using this because it's like Spider-Man's webs, it literally gets everywhere. I then cut around the foam pieces, leaving about a 2cm edge of the fabric on each one. And using hot glue, I then glued the edges down to wrap the piece in the fabric. This is what the pieces looked like once they were wrapped. They all then needed sticking together, so I just took the pieces and stuck them using hot glue. I used hot glue for this rather than the contact adhesive, the main reason being that while the hot glue was drying, it gave me time to move the pieces into place if I needed to. Here's how it was looking once it was all stuck together. As you can see here, because I didn't fully wrap the pieces, it left a lot of mess. So to hide all of this, I cut out some extra pieces to stick on the backs, I covered them in the fabric and then stuck it on, and then it hid everything perfectly. I did this for the two ear pieces and also for the underside of the snout. To make it wearable, I attached 2 strips of yellow elastic to the back. And then it was time to work on the teeth. Tracing around the template twice onto white foam, cutting it out, and then it could be stuck to the mask. As every subwoolfer fan knows, you have to tell them that you really like their teeth. And that was the main build of the mask complete. Now, to fully complete the look of this banana-loving yellow wolf, there was a few extra things that were needed. The first thing that was needed was a yellow suit. I just got this full body lycra suit off eBay and it was perfect. The next thing was the signature shades, and I got these off Amazon. And with those extras being added, the subwoolfer mask was complete. I have to say, I really enjoyed making this project. It was really fun to make, and it was something a little bit different from what I normally do. Figuring out how to fabric wrap foam was a bit confusing, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. If you are still watching this video, I want to give you a massive huge thank you. If you've enjoyed it, if you could give it a thumbs up like, that would be awesome. And if you still haven't subscribed to my channel and you would like to, if you could do that now, that would be incredible. So now I'm going to go and give that wolf a banana, and I'll see you next time.